Hey, this is Fire Emblem. I'm Mini-Boss.
I'm Game Boy.
And we're finally on another journey. Yep, I know it was really interesting seeing Kent beat everything to pulp, but we're going to have to put that on hold for a few chapters. We now have to see somebody else beat everything to pulp. I know, Kent was a crowd favorite, but we're going to have to get over that because now we got Hector.
New character.
New character. So, like I was explaining earlier when we didn't turn the mics on.
No.
Oh, jeez. Okay, now... We got, this is called Hector mode, and we're playing the draft. Everyone's doing Hector mode. The reason why it's called Hector mode is because originally when you're playing through this game, the first time you're going to get Eliwood mode. Eliwood is your main lord, and he's plot important. He's the most important lord in the plot. And he gets certain chapters that Hector does not. Hector mode is slightly harder. You unlock it by beating the game once. And Hector now becomes the most important lord, and... now the action focuses on him. So instead of Eliwood's first chapter, you get Hector's first chapter, and he's in his own castle, and he's like, I'm gonna go look into the disappearance of Eliwood's father, and so he's going to leave the castle, and all of a sudden, all these mercenaries of the Black Fang who show up a year later, the same guys who kidnapped those two twins, they show up. Now this is really weird. The lance user had to move in such a way that he was one space away from attacking me. Then the archer guy moves. He can't attack me, so he just moves right next to me. So Hector just, kills him. And the Black Fang guy's like, I'm gonna kill you! And Hector's like, well, no, because I got an axe, and that's good. You see that arrow going up and on the axe and lance going down. It's like, no, bad. Axe good against lance. And I was trying to decide whether I was going to have to use... Matthew there. I figured that there would be a door key that I could get out with, but there is no door key for me to use, so I have to use Matthew to get out of this place. So, I have my wolf bale there, and I'm pretty much going to... This is Hector. He's really amazing. His bread and butter stats are attack and defense. He's really, really tanky, and he can sometimes get screwed over with speed, but not so much. Funny that I say this because this level up is absolutely weird. He gets HP like normal. Actually, HP is another good skill or stat of his. But skill, luck, and resistance. Absolutely weird. Hector's stats just get weirder after that, and you'll probably see that. He actually turns out really well, but it's just unpredictable, his stats at the beginning. And you'll see that. I'll point out what's the trend. But I just send Matthew into a corner so he doesn't get hurt, because Hector has a lot of defense. He'll dodge most of the time, too. And he's even got vulnerary, so he's really safe right now. I am not concerned about Hector dying at all. He's going to just stand on that pillar, throw his hand axe around, wave it around like a little magic wand, and everyone just falls over. Just, cuts in half. Just, Hector is frickin' awesome. Can't stress that enough. He's actually common to all of us. So the main lord in their parts... so Lyn, for example, in Lyn mode was common to all of us. Hector, during Hector mode, so the rest of the game is common to all of us. I couldn't draft him because we all had him. But if I could have drafted him, I would because I love Hector. Pretty cool guy. Blue hair and everything. So here's another level. I forget what happens here, but I'm pretty sure it's speed up. Yeah, so he gets nothing but HP and speed. His bread and butter stat, strength is his best stat. And that has not gone up once in 2 level ups. It's really mind-boggling. And I'm not so concerned because his growth and strength is really high, and it's better to get speed up and then strength. It's better to regress towards the mean with a bad stat and expect a good stat that's generally going to go up on this guy to go towards the mean upwards, or to extend towards the mean and let speed drop down so he goes back to average. It's bad if, for example, speed doesn't level up a lot because it's not as likely that Hector's speed's going to pick up after a while. So, I wasn't so unhappy that he wasn't getting speed, or he wasn't getting attack, but it was still kind of weird. He gets, essentially these next few level ups, he doesn't get strength until, speed, his speed gets equal to his strength, which is really, really weird for Hector. He should be hitting things really hard, but thankfully he's hitting them twice, so he's actually hitting them harder than if he got only strength.
There you go.
So that's why speed is good to get in the beginning. So he did pretty well. I just was checking to see auto cursor if it was on or off. I turned auto cursor off because it automatically puts the cursor on your lord, and I wasn't even using Lyn during that time. So I just turn auto cursor off. Turns out it automatically turned it back on for Hector mode. So, good thing. I wasn't even checking to see if auto cursor was on or off. It was pretty obvious when, you know, at the end of every turn, it was going back to Hector, even if it weren't on Hector at the beginning. So, because this guy doesn't move, yeah, you aren't, you know, this person's assassins, aren't you? And it's just like, nope, we're better than that. We're the Black Fang, man. And I was just getting impatient because Hector does only 2 damage with just his hand axe. And I'm like, okay, fine. Once he gets a level up from this, I'm not going to spam this like I did with Kent and Igor. He gets a level up. And again, I think he gets speed and he gets defense. But, like, seriously, speed and strength should not be equal for Hector. He's an axe user. That just never happens. But I get fed up with waiting, and I just say, Hector, sick him. And he just absolutely
Hector sick him.
Yeah, pretty much. And just Hector's like, rah, 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 and he just kills the heck out of him. That's gonna be actually this next chapter. We get some more people that we drafted. Forgive me, Lord Nurgle. And we don't actually know who Nurgle is yet, but that's okay. We're gonna learn more about the plot that we don't care about next time when we get more characters I drafted. So, see you guys next time. I'm Mini Boss. Jeez.
I'm Game Boy.
And we out.